Well, I've got a hot topic that's sure to ruffle some feathers today. We'll be diving into Vice President Kamala Harris's recent speech in Jacksonville, Florida, and the wave of criticism that she faced. You won't believe the tactics and misinformation that some of these politicians are resorting to in troubling times. So buckle up. Let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. So here's the scoop. Kamala Harris decided to take a jab at Florida's new history curriculum, claiming that it teaches students that slaves benefited from slavery. Give it a listen.
And while they do this, check it out. They push forward revisionist history. Just yesterday in the state of Florida, they decided middle school students will be taught that enslaved people benefited from slavery.
Can you believe this?
They insult us in an attempt to gaslight us, and we will not stand for it.
Can you believe this? Those evil Democrats always know how to cook up a scandal when an election is coming up. It's like they have a playbook for calling the Republicans the racists. And here's the thing that really pisses me off, and it should piss you off royally too. Democrats never own up to their own history. Whenever they go down this line, they conveniently forget to tell people that they ran, controlled, and owned slavery. It's almost like they're trying to erase their evil past and blame it all on the GOP. Remember when Joe Biden was campaigning in front of a black audience for the 2012 re-election of Obama, and he claimed that Republicans wanted to put black people back in chains? Democrats were the masters in slavery, and they are the masters in this kind of deception today. In my neighborhood, we call it being a piece of shit. Democrats do this kind of stuff all the time. Remember, Joe Biden launched his 2020 election campaign off the Charlottesville lie. The Democrats, and that includes those in the misinformation fake news media, they lied, saying that Trump said during his Charlottesville speech that the neo-Nazis and white nationalists were very fine people. But the problem is that they edited out the part where he condemned both groups. And when he said very fine people, he was talking about other people other than the groups that he just condemned. But they're all a piece of shit on the left, and they'll lie, cheat, and steal to win. And I think we know that history by now. And Kamala Harris did the exact same thing here. So let's take a closer look at the actual curriculum in Florida. British-born American journalist Charles C.W. Cook pointed out that Harris took a tiny snippet out of context. The curriculum doesn't say slaves benefited from slavery. It just acknowledges that some slaves developed skills for their own personal benefit. But hey, who cares about context when you can twist the truth to fit your narrative, right? Cook wrote in his National Review piece that the new curriculum actually reads, "Instruction includes how slaves developed skills which, in some instances, could be applied for their personal benefit." Harris, like every other lying scumbag Democrat in history, removed an important part of the content to make it appear that it said slaves benefited from slavery. That's not what it said at all. In another tweet, he said, "I read through Florida's new curriculum. It is difficult to convey the astonishing extent to which Kamala Harris is lying about it. To illustrate it, I've copied and pasted all 191 of its references to slavery, the slave trade, abolition, and civil rights." He continued in another tweet, "I am afraid that there is simply no way of perusing this course and concluding that it gaslights people or whitewashes slavery. It is comprehensive and blunt. Harris is lying to a degree that is impressive even for her." This is what Democrats do, and they do it masterfully. Now, I know a lot of people are asking themselves, was Harris just being evil as fuck, or is she just that stupid? I'll let you decide. The worst part of this is that she is indoctrinating children into the same old hateful belief system of Democrats who lie about their opponents to make themselves look better. It's like they campaign by saying, "Well, I'm not going to tell you what I want to do if elected, but don't vote for that guy over there because he's evil." There is no lower form on earth than what Kamala Harris just did. Do you know how many kids could now grow up thinking that it was the Republicans who enslaved black people and that the Republicans tried to downplay or whitewash slavery? And the whole damn thing was a lie. Great job, Kamala. I guess they got Kamala to do it because they realized that, well, her career is over. I mean, the worst thing that happened to Kamala Harris was she got elected as vice president because it exposed her to more and more people around the country with her dumbass speeches. And more people realized that she is at a level of retardation that should never be allowed near the White House. So there you have it, folks. Kamala Harris and her Democrat buddies are at it again. They're playing their divisive games. Remember, they want you to forget their own evil history by pointing fingers at the Republicans. But as a conservative, I'm here to bring you the truth, even if they don't want you to hear it. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and don't let them gaslight you. And remember, it's always good to question the narrative. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.